हेलो। हेलो। आवाज आ रही है क्या भाई? शायद आ रही है। देख दिया मैंने, चेक करता हूँ। हाँ, आ तो रही है यहाँ पर वो इसमें। चलो भाई, हम रीड करेंगे लाइव यूजीसी एक्ट को। यूजीसी, देखते हैं क्या होता है इसका। शॉर्ट, यूनिवर्सिटी ग्रांट्स कमीशन, यूजीसी नोटिफिकेशन, यानी कि शायद इससे था इतना बड़ा हंगामा हो गया था की वजह से। देखते हैं क्या है इसमें। कई लोग कह रहे थे कि वो बहुत डिस्क्रिमिनेटरी है यूजीसी, यानी कि इनके खिलाफ, जो अपर कास्ट है उनके खिलाफ। तो चलो देखते हैं कितना डिस्क्रिमिनेटरी है। मैंने तो अभी तक रीड नहीं किया। मैंने रीड तो करना था, लेकिन थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम हो गई, इसलिए रीड नहीं कर पाया। लाइव ही करना था मुझे तो रीड, लेकिन आप टाइम निकाल के रीड करेंगे भाई। शायद 6 पेजों का ही है, ज़्यादा बड़ा भी नहीं है, और जल्दी ही हो जाएगा। वेयर एज the University Grant Commission (UGC) is mandated to coordinate and determine the standards of higher education in universities. And whereas the National Education Policy 2020 recognizes full equity and inclusion as the cornerstone of all educational decisions to ensure that all students are able to thrive in the education system. Okay. And whereas the University Grants Commission is determined to eradicate discrimination on the basis of religion, race, caste, gender, place of birth, or against persons with disabilities in higher education institutes. And whereas the University Grants Commission intends to promote equity in higher education institutes. Now, therefore, in suppression of University Grants Commission, promotion of equity in higher educational institutes, Regulation 2012, and in exercise of the powers conferred by Clause J of Section 12, read with Clause G of Subsection 1 of Section 26 of University Grants Commission Act 1956, the University Grants Commission hereby makes the following regulation, namely: short title application and commencement. A. These regulations shall be called the University Grants Commission Promotion of Equity in Higher Education Institutions Regulations 2026. They shall apply to all the higher education institutions in India. हो गया। They shall come into force from the date of their publication in the official gazette. Okay. Objective: to eradicate discrimination only on the basis of race, gender, place of birth, caste, or disability, particularly against the members of scheduled class and scheduled tribes, socially, educationally backward classes, economically weaker sections, persons with disabilities, or any one of them, and to promote full equity and inclusion amongst the stakeholders in higher education institute. I mean, this to eradicate discrimination against scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, socially and educationally backward, economically weaker section यानी कि ईवीएस के लोग. हाँ तो भाई ये तो अच्छा ही है ना, तो ये तो सबको ही कर रहा है. ईवीएस को ला रहा है तो भाई तुम भी इसमें आने ही वाले हो ना, तुम अपर कास्ट हो तो. अगर तुम इकोनॉमिकली वीकर सेक्शन हो, जो कि कोई बंदा गरीब होता है तो उसके ऊपर मजाक बनाया जाता है स्कूल कॉलेज यूनिवर्सिटी में, भाई तेरे पास ये बाइक है, वो बाइक है. और इन लोगों के साथ भी तो डिस्क्रिमिनेशन होता ही है, मतलब ये क्या कोई ये बात नहीं है. सोशली एंड एजुकेशनली बैकवर्ड क्लासेस तो ये यहाँ शायद ओबीसी को डाल रहा है, लेकिन यहाँ तो पूरा भारत ही आ जाएगा इसमें. सोशली एंड एजुकेशनली बैकवर्ड क्लासेस. फॉरवर्ड कौन है हम लोगों में, सब तो बैकवर्ड ही है हम सब लोग. एजुकेशनली एजुकेशनली है और इकोनॉमिकली तो बैकवर्ड है. और सोशली और एजुकेशनली फॉरवर्ड क्या होता है भाई. और एनी ऑफ देम एंड टू प्रमोट फुल इक्विटी एंड इंक्लूजन अमंग्स द स्टेक होल्डर्स इन हायर एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशंस. अरे भाई ये तो अच्छी बात है, इसमें क्या ये है मतलब. और दिस लॉ वाज पास्ड not because of BJP wanted to. This was this law or whatever act was passed because of the murder that happened of Rohit Vimula and other, you know, शेड्यूल क्लास एंड ओबीसी जिनके लोग हैं ना, उनका ये सब हुआ, उनकी रैगिंग हुई, डिस्क्रिमिनेशन हो गया, तो इसके लिए इस तरह के ये यूजीसी तरह के एक्ट पास किए गए थे. Redefinition in this regulation unless the context otherwise requires. Act mean the University Grant Commission Act 1956. Okay. Aggrieved person means a person who has any complaint in the matters related or connected with the grievances under this. Okay. Caste-based discrimination means discrimination only on the basis of caste or tribe against the members of scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, and other backward classes. Commission means the university grants commission is established under the University Commission Act 1956. Discrimination means, okay, definition of discrimination. Discrimination means any unfair, differential, or biased treatment, or any such acts against any stakeholder, whether explicit or implicit, on the grounds only of religion, race, caste, gender, place of birth, disability, or any of them. It also includes any distinction, exclusion, limitation, or preference which has the purpose of or effect of nullifying or impair quality of treatment in education, and in particular imposing condition on any stakeholder or group of stakeholders which are incompatible with human dignity. I mean, like, anybody can come in under this definition, man. Like, they didn't say gender discrimination only happens to women. Obviously, maybe it does happen to males also. Okay, I'm not saying it doesn't happen. It's a very rare thing. So they didn't say only to discrimination to women. It includes lots of genders actually. There are infinite genders, and it includes that. If we go by this definition and we can interpret it that way. प्लेस ऑफ बर्थ, यहाँ पर तो मुझे कहीं नहीं कह रहा कि ये बंदा कोई अपर कास्ट नहीं हो सकता। प्लेस ऑफ बर्थ वाला रिलीजन के नाम पे डिस्क्रिमिनेशन हो गया। तो यहाँ पर ये सारे अपर कास्ट के चौधे क्यों इसके खिलाफ ये कर रहे थे आंदोलन? मुझे तो ये कुछ इतना ही नहीं लग रहा। इक्विटी मीन्स equity means a level playing field for all stakeholders with respect to the entitlement and opportunity for the enjoyment of all legitimate rights. Okay. Equity committee means the committee constituted by the head of higher education institute. Equity helpline means helpline established and operated by HEI. HEI, what does HEI mean? Equal Opportunity Center means the center established under these rules regulation by HEI. Faculty members means those who are working for the HEI. Gender means and includes male, female, and third gender. Okay, see, I just said that. Like, really? It's not only it is against men or anything. Like, I heard the argument. Like, इनसे लोग पढ़ते नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है, कुछ भी ये करते हैं। यहाँ पर मैन, फीमेल, थर्ड जेंडर, इनफाइनाइट जेंडर को डाल दिया इन्होंने। And this is not okay only lower caste females or lower caste males. Like, this is pretty good, man. Grievance means and includes complaints made by an aggrieved person in respect of discrimination under these regulations. Okay. Head of institution means the vice chancellor in any case of a university or a deemed to be university, the principal or the director or such other designation as a executive head of the institution or the college is referred. एंड लाइक ये मैंने ये वाद वाद नाम के यूट्यूब चैनल को देख रहा था। वो कह रहा था कि HCI कौन है ये नहीं बताएंगे। लाइक लिटरली HCI में इज हेड ऑफ द इंस्टीट्यूशन। आई एम राइट? आई डोंट नो, मे बी HCI मीन्स समथिंग एल्स, बट HCI मीन्स हेड ऑफ द इंस्टीट्यूट। Yeah, man, I mean, this is, yeah, actually, this is the shortcoming of this act. That head of the institution can, biased in a certain way to protect his institution. Oh, anyway, Ian, higher education institutions. HEIs means a university within the meaning of clause F of section 2. A college within the meaning of clause B of a subsection 1 of a section 2 LA, and an institution deemed to be university declared under section 3 of the University Grants Commission Act 1956. Basically, every higher education university comes under this. Yeah, as far as know, every university comes under UGC, and so by default under this also. Words per person. Oh man, words person. Okay, man. Forgive me for making this horrible pronunciation. Ombudsperson, Ombudsperson appointed under the University Grants Commission, redressal of grievance of student regulation 2023, as amended from time to time. Staff means the person other than faculty members who are working for HEI. Stakeholders mean students, faculty members, staff, and members of the managing committee, including the head of HEI. Students mean a person enrolled or seeking an admission to be enrolled in HEI through any mode, formal, open, and distant learning, or online. University, okay. That means like I am also included in this. इसमें तो सब कुछ सारे ही आते होंगे जो यूनिवर्सिटी में पढ़ते हैं. Like nowhere this is against upper caste so far, man. Why they are crying? I mean अभी तक तो ये कोई अपर कास्ट के खिलाफ नहीं है. Okay. Yes, last. University means an university established or incorporated by or under a central act or provincial act or a state act includes any such institution as may in consultation with the university concerned be recognized by the commission in accordance with the regulation made in this behalf under the act. Words and expression used and not defined herein but defined in the act or the general causes act 1897 shall have the meanings as respectively assigned to them in the act or in the general causes 1897 as case may be. अरे बाप रे. 1897 के एक्ट में हम आज भी जी रहे हैं भाई. बोलो. Duty to promote equity. Every HI shall have to have a duty to eradicate discrimination, have a duty to promote equity among stakeholders. Basically, every university shall have a duty to eradicate discrimination, have a duty to promote equity among stakeholders, take appropriate protective and preventive measures to eliminate discrimination against stakeholders and safeguard the interests of the stakeholders without any prejudice to their caste, creed, religion, language, ethnicity, gender, or disability. No HEI shall permit or condone any form of discrimination. It shall be the duty of the head of the institution to see that these regulations are duly observed and he shall have all powers necessary for that purpose. ओके नहीं भाई इसके लिए तुम ये कर रहे थे आंदोलन. व्हाट काइंड ऑफ pathetic losers. नहीं लूजर लोग थे भाई. First of all, this is not even a upper caste against upper caste man. Like how this is up against upper caste? What kind of losers? मतलब तुम्हारे खिलाफ भी नहीं है भाई ये अभी तक तो यहाँ पर कुछ नहीं है तुम्हारे खिलाफ. चलो आगे चलो. Equal opportunity center. Every HEI university है शायद shall establish an equal opportunity center to oversee the effective implementation and of policies and programs for disadvantaged group to provide guidance and counseling regarding academic, financial, and social and other matters, and to enhance the diversity within the campus. Provided that if a college does not have at least 5 faculty members to establish the equal opportunity center, the function of equal opportunity center of the college shall be performed by the equal opportunity center of the university to which the college is affiliated. Okay. I mean, every college has at least 5 members. The center shall establish coordination with civil society, local media, police, district administration, non-government organization working in the field, faculty members, staff, and parents to realize the objective of these regulations. Okay. The equal opportunity center. Basically, they are not hiring anyone. Okay, they are not hiring anyone outside the university under for this HEI staff or equal opportunity center. They are just staff members or teacher turned who will also do this job. Like मैं वाद नाम के चैनल का एक वीडियो देख रहा था, वो कह रहा था कि इसमें तो कोई भी हायर होगा, यू नो SC ST OBC वाले हायर होंगे और वो जैसा चाहे वो ऐसा करेंगे. लाइक दिस इज नॉट हियर मैन. साले झूठ बोलते हैं. Wait man, I will be back. I will be drinking water. I will come back. I am back. Okay, the voice is coming in disconnect and voice. Okay, the equal opportunity center shall have an equity community constituted by the head of the institution to manage the functioning of the center and to inquire into discrimination complaints. Okay, so this is community that is given by the institution. This is not some, outside community that will come. This is such a, इसके लिए इसके खिलाफ तुम प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे थे क्या गधे चोद हो गए हटो भाई मेरे को मुझे लगा कोई डिस्क्रिमिनेशन होगा फिर ही तो प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे होंगे The composition of the equity committee shall be the following. The head of the institution shall be ex officio chairperson. Three professors, senior faculty members of the HEI as members. One staff member other than a teacher of the HEI as a member. Two representatives from civil society having relevant experience as members. Two student representatives to be nominated based on academic merit excellence in sports performance in co-curricular activities as special invitees. ओके मतलब सारे के सारे यूनिवर्सिटी के बंदे होंगे और दो बस ये हो गए दो बस सिविल सोसाइटी से लोग हो गए दो बस नॉर्मल स्टाफ हो गया अरे भाई इसमें क्या रो रहे हो वो भी सिविल सिविल सोसाइटी से हो गए आई मीन व्हाट द फक इज अ सिविल सोसाइटी मैन is the third sector of society comprising of non-governmental, non-profit, originally of the state or and market. Okay, NGO ये सब uh, NGO and NGO और ये जो इन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन होते हैं जैसे कि स्टूडेंट के ऑर्गेनाइजेशन उनके खिलाफ रैगिंग ना हो इस तरह के तो ये इसमें भी कोई ये नहीं है मतलब मुझे तो अभी तक कोई भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं लगी The committee must have representation of other backward classes, person with disabilities, scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, and women. Okay, this is yeah. This, for example, the committee member can be a higher caste here. The head of the institution is a default, and by default, most head of the institutions are upper caste, and his word will be the very important word. So this is not even ओ हमारे तो कोई लोग ही नहीं अपर कास्ट के यहाँ पर तो सारे के सारे लोअर कास्ट के बंदे भर दिए हैं बैकवर्ड क्लास के या बैकवर्ड कास्ट आई डोंट नो व्हाट द फक इवन दैट मींस द टर्म ऑफ द member shall be for 2 years and the term of the special invitee shall be 1 year यानी कि स्टूडेंट का 1 year मेंबर का 2 year ऑफिस ऑफिस और चेयरपर्सन शायद हमेशा के लिए होगा मतलब वो जब तक है तब तक The committee shall meet at least twice in a year, and the quorum for the meeting, including the chairperson but excluding the special invitee, shall be four. The committee needs biannual meetings shall review the action taken on the matters received in the previous 6 months, including matters referred by to other committees. constituted under any other regulation of UGC or under any other law for a time being in force. ओके, साल में 4 बार आओ और 2 बार तो आना ही आना है मतलब, और उसमें डिस्कस करो क्या उखाड़ लिया, क्या कर लिया डिस्क्रिमिनेशन के खिलाफ। आई मीन दिस इज, इसके खिलाफ तुम प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे थे, इतने बड़े बड़े कांड कर दिए मोदी भाई साहब ने, तो तुम्हें इसके खिलाफ तुम प्रोटेस्ट करने के चले गए। Ten, the equality of opportunity center shall have the following function to ensure equity and equal opportunity to the community at large in the HEI and to bring social inclusion, to promote equity among student teaching, यहाँ पर टीचर शायद शायद लेकिन यहाँ पर टाइपिंग मिस्टेक हो गई है शायद, क्योंकि इक्विटी अमाउंट टीचिंग क्या होती है? To promote equity among the students, teachers, and non-teaching staff, and at the same time eliminate the perception of discrimination. To create a socially congenial atmosphere for academic interaction and for the growth of a healthy intrapersonal relationships among students coming from various social backgrounds. To make efforts to sensitivize stakeholders regarding social inclusion. To help individuals or group of students belonging to the disadvantaged section of society. To protect an aggrieved person who has reported any incidents of discrimination against retaliation. Yeah, yeah, this is also very common thing, man. Like you complain in the police or anywhere, like the people who you have accused start to, threat, give threats and they attack you, man. मारने को आ जाते हैं साले फिर कंप्लेंट देने के बाद, तो ये यार ठीक है। अभी तक तो मुझे ऐसा कि बहुत अन्याय हो रहा है, बहुत ये हो रहा है, ये अपर कास्टों के खिलाफ जितने रो रहे थे, अभी तो मुझे ऐसा कुछ नहीं लग रहा भाई। To disseminate the information related to schemes and program for the welfare of the socially disadvantaged section, as well as notification memoranda, office orders of the government and the UGC or other related agency organizations issued from time to time. ओके, ये तो बहुत अनइम्पोर्टेंट चीज है। To prepare and disseminate an illustrative list of acts that shall be constituted as discrimination. Okay, this is okay. Just the discrimination and can also be creative, man. नए नए तरह की डिस्क्रिमिनेशन करेंगे लोग, तो ये एक अच्छी चीज़ है कि जैसे ये नए कांड करेंगे उस नए कांडों को भी ऐड करा जाएगा। To prepare inclusive procedure for the admission of student belonging to the disadvantaged group of society. हाँ, ये भी ठीक ही अच्छी चीज़ है। To establish coordination with government and other agencies, organization to mobilize academic and financial resources to provide assistance to students belonging to disadvantaged groups. To maintain an online portal for reporting any incident of discrimination. Oh, that is, maybe this might be the most important thing. ये शायद सबसे यू नो इम्पोर्टेंट होगी। इक्वलिटी ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटी सेंटर में सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज शायद ये होगी, या फंक्शन फंक्शन या ओके। to perform such other function as may be deemed necessary for the promotion of equity in HEI. अरे मेरा मुंह अटक रहा है HEI कहने में. 11. Every HEI shall also constitute a smaller body to be known as equity squads, with such representation as is considered necessary for maintaining vigil and preventing any discrimination on campus. The HEI may constitute the equity squads in the required numbers, and such squads will remain able to visit the vulnerable spots frequently. अरे मेंटेनिंग विजिल क्या हो गया भाई? मेंटेनिंग विजिल इसका क्या अंदाज होता है? पहली बार ही विजिल नाम का ये सुन रहा हूँ, वर्ड सुन रहा हूँ. इससे पहले तो विजिल नाम का मैंने शब्द ही नहीं सुना. Vulnerable spots frequently. The equity squads shall submit their reports to the coordinator of equal opportunity center. हाँ मतलब ये भी सारा का सारा hey man, this is not anything revolutionary happening that you are. Every HEI shall designate at least one stakeholder in each of its units, departments, faculty, schools, hostels, libraries, or faculties to act as an equity ambassador. The stakeholders designated as equity ambassadors shall act as a torch bearers of equity on the campus and shall remain in the touch with the coordinator of the Equal Opportunity Center. The equity ambassador shall act as a nodal officer for implementing the program or activities planned by the Equal Opportunity Center in their unit and shall also report any equity violation without delay. अरे भाई, अरे भैया क्या क्या मतलब भाई? This is like I will protest for against this because this is very low hanging fruit type of act. We needed a radical act, not this low hanging. Oh, the head of the university and staff will decide everything. This is basically that, and students like the students will also be picked by the HEI, head of the university. So how, like, how this is anything revolutionary here? The Equal Opportunity Center shall publish a biannual report of its activity by the end of January and July every year, and the report shall be made available on the website of HEI. The report shall include demographic composition of students, staff, and dropout rates of the students for the previous academic year, complaints, grievances, complaints received under this regulation and their current status. ओके, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ये सबसे ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट लगा मुझे अभी तक. ऑनलाइन अवेलेबल करो भोसडी वालों, तुम आप अंदर तो बच जाओगे, बाहर कैसे ये करोगे? ड्रॉप आउट रेट्स, कौन कौन से लोग ड्रॉप आउट कर रहे हैं? डेमोग्राफिक कंपोजिशन क्या है तुम्हारे यूनिवर्सिटी का? अरे गोलगोटिया वाले यूनिवर्सिटी वालों. हाँ. Equity helplines. Each EI shall establish and operate an equity helpline that will function around the clock, provided that if the equity helpline of a college is not functional for any reason, the equity helpline of the affiliating university shall be accessible to stakeholders of that college. The equity helpline shall be accessible to any stakeholder in distress owing to any discrimination related incident. Identity of stakeholder reporting and violation of equity shall be kept confidentially requested by informant. Okay, this is also good. हेल्पलाइन लाइक कोई कॉल का ये है कॉल सेंटर जहाँ पर तुम कॉल करोगे व्हाट इज दिस हेल्पलाइन और लाइक पुलिस हेल्पलाइन यू विल कॉल 110 एंड हेलो पुलिस आ जाओ ओके दैट मे बी दैट इज दैट देयर इज नो व्हाट इज हेल्पलाइन मीन्स और वेयर टू कॉल measures for the promotion of equity HEI shall take following measures universities shall take following measures for the promotion of equity. Universities shall ensure that all students at the time of taking admission for or renewal of admission and all faculty members and staff furnish an undertaking to the effect and that she shall promote equity and will not indulge himself in any form of discrimination. Okay. The regulation and equity helpline shall also be prominently made available to university websites. Before the commencement of each academic session, the head institution shall convene and address a meeting of various functionaries such as hostel warden, student, parents, guardians, faculty, staff, district administration, police as a part of the orientation program to discuss the measures to promote equity among stakeholders and to also to create awareness about this regulation. A video of the meeting will be made available on the EGI website. ओके दिस इज ऑल्सो गुड लाइक भैया पहले ही बता दो भोसड़ी के तू इधर जातिवादी और बाकी की तरह की चूतिया पे कर मत कर हाँ ये वीडियो कॉल का भी अच्छा है मतलब वीडियो का मीटिंग अवेलेबल होगा वो भी अच्छी बात है सबको बता दो भैया बोलोगे कुछ डिस्क्रिमिनेटी तो फेल हो जाओगे Universities shall ensure that any selection, segregation, or allegation for the purpose of hostels, classroom, mentorship groups, or any other academic purposes is transparent, fair, and non-discriminatory. Okay. To promote equity, universities shall prominently display posters at appropriate places on the campus, organize workshop events, etc. Each university shall engage or seek the assistance of professional counselors for the counseling of students, faculty members, and staff. Universities shall implement various guidelines issued from time to time by the UGC to promote equity, such as guidelines to provide equitable opportunity for the socio-economically disadvantaged groups in the universities, etc. यहाँ तो सोशियो इकोनॉमिक में तो पूरा भारत ही आ जाएगा Any student, faculty member, or staff, whether victims or witnesses to any incident of discrimination, shall be encouraged to report such occurrences, and their identity shall be protected if requested by the informant, and they shall be provided with necessary protection against retaliation or victimization. Yeah, the procedure in case of an accident of discrimination. Any aggrieved person may report any incident of discrimination on an online portal, in writing or by sending an email to the coordinator of the Equal Opportunity Center. The identity of the aggrieved person shall be kept confidentially if requested. The aggrieved person shall also have the option of reporting the incident to Equity Helpline. The information received on the helpline shall be forwarded to police authorities concerned if prima facie a case under the penal laws is made out. And yeah, look. Let me show you some interesting thing. A new interesting thing. Okay. Look at this woman's. See, this woman are protesting against this. We reject UGC new uh, like काले कानून का विरोध करती है परशुराम सेना जो अरे महिला सबसे पहले तो फॉर एग्जांपल वुमन इज हैव सम वेरी बैड थिंग्स हैपन टू हर she can report that to faculty of the university equity center and they can directly contact to the police and register the complaint without revealing the identity on those things. ये चूतिया भी क्या है क्या भाई? Why the fuck you are protesting against this? No to UGC discrimination. आज की शिक्षा काल का भारत, कल का भारत सॉरी. UGC promotion. UGC काला कानून वापस लो. I mean, look at this woman, man. Like, are they fucking stupid? अरे भैया पहले पढ़ लिख के आ जाया करो. इस तरह से उठ के वो सुबह सुबह आते हो तुम लोग. मुझे तो हंसी आती है इन लोगों पे. The aggrieved person shall also have the option of reporting incident to equity helpline. The information received on the helpline shall be forwarded to the police authorities concerned if prima facie gained under private penal laws is made out. The equity committee, upon receipt of such information, shall meet within 24 hours to take appropriate action. The equity committee may also refer the matter to a committee consulted constituted under any other regulation of UGC or under any other law for time being in force. If it is the opinion that the matter can be better dealt with by that committee, or it is required to be dealt with by that committee in accordance with provisions provisions of regulation or law, that committee is already seized of that matter. The equity committee shall therefore thereafter submit its report to the head of the institution within 50 working days. A copy of the equity committee report shall be also sent to aggrieved person. Upon a receipt of the report from equity committee, the head of institute shall initiate further action for the rules of HEI within 7 working days. However, if a case under the penal code is made out, police authorities shall be informed with forthwith. In the event any complaint is made against head of institution, the meeting of equity committee shall be chaired by the coordinator of the EOC, and the reporter of the equity committee shall be forwarded to the next higher authority of the head of the institution. हाँ मैन लाइक, और इसके खिलाफ भी सुप्रीम कोर्ट कितने जल्दी ये कर दिया, इसको स्टे लगा दिया, इसको रद्द कर दिया सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने। इतने सारे कांड हो रहे थे देश में, किसानों का आंदोलन, ये एनआरसी प्रोटेस्ट, वहां पर तो इन्होंने कुछ नहीं करा, लोग तड़प रहे थे। कुछ 800 किसान मर गए वो प्रोटेस्ट में, तब तो इनको कुछ पड़ी नहीं थी। लेकिन जैसे ही ये यूजीसी का कानून आ गया, जैसे कुंभकर्ण ही उठ गया, 6 महीने से सोया हुआ। Now, in appeal, a person aggrieved by the report of the equity committee may prefer as an appeal before the ombudsman person within 30 days from the date of the receipt such report. The ombuds है भाई, ombudsman नहीं है ये, ombuds person। अरे इसका अर्थ क्या होता है यार, वो देखता हूँ। ओके, ombuds
An ombudsperson is an independent,
ombuds person, okay। Ombudsperson may appoint an amicus query. Oh man, like to facilitate the hearing of an appeal. An amicus query appointed by the ombudsperson shall be paid a reasonable fee by university. Okay, what the fuck is an amicus query or whatever the impartial advisor to a court of law in particular case. Okay, amicus query is not even anything worried about. The ombudsperson shall make all efforts to dispose of the appeal within the period of 30 days as per the University Grant Commission readdress of grievance of student regulation 2023 as amended from time to time. ओके, तो 30 दिन में मामला निपट जाना चाहिए, क्या अभी हो गया। द मॉनिटरिंग The UGC shall establish a monitoring mechanism to review the progress made in achieving the objectives of this regulation and devise mechanisms for it, including calling for information for universities within the campuses of universities. Based on such a review, the UGC may advise the universities to take measures to achieve the objective of this regulation, and the university shall act accordingly. The UGC shall constitute a national level monitoring committee having representative of statutory professional councils and commissions and of civil society. The committee shall oversee the implementation of this regulation and shall also look into the issues of discrimination and suggest means of its prevention in universities. The committee shall meet at least twice a year. Okay. Every university shall submit an annual report on the functioning of its Equal Opportunity Center to the UGC. Statutory professional council or commission concerned, higher education department or directorate of the state concerned, and to the affiliating university by the end of the January every year for review. Okay, consequences of non-compliance. If an university does not comply with provision of this regulation, the commission shall constitute an inquiry committee to look into the non-compliance. If the non-compliance is established by the inquiry committee set up by the commission, the university shall be a depart from participating in UGC schemes, depart from offering degree programs. Okay, the consequences are like तुम्हारा धंधा ही बंद कर देंगे. Debarred from offering ODL and online programs. Okay, ये भी removed from the list of HIs maintained under section 2F and 12B and the UGC Act of 1956. The entity shall be subjected to one or more of the above sections. Further, UGC may take additional punitive action as per the decision of the Commission on case-to-case basis. Okay, Manish Joshi. Uploaded by Indian Press, Government India Press. भाई तुम इसके लिए रो रहे थे, क्या है बोलूं भाई. I mean, like, I don't know, man. यहाँ पर तो कुछ कुछ ना ये भी नहीं है, रेडिकल नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है. कितने भी तुम रो रहे हो. इससे भी रोना मतलब वही, मुझे तो काफी यही लगता है. और यहाँ पर तो कोई डिस्क्रिमिनेशन भी नहीं है, ये औरतें भी क्यों आके यहाँ पर ये कर रही है, उनको तो इसमें इंक्लूड ही किया गया है. और यहाँ तक कि लगभग भारत के सभी लोगों को ही इंक्लूड किया गया है। हाँ भाई, इतना भी कुछ ये रेडिकल नहीं था, ये तो बस ऐसी ही चीज़ें होती तो अच्छा होता, इतना रोना धोना नहीं करना पड़ता था। हाँ, चलो ठीक है भाई, कल आएंगे, कल देखेंगे कुछ बनता है क्या। कल लाइव रिएक्ट होगा, कुछ यूट्यूब वीडियो है उन पे।